Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Dr. Ollie Show, where we will have special guests, hot topics, and unexpected surprises. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Dr. Ollie Show, where today we'll be having a discussion. I'd like to invite you to open your hearts and clear your minds as we dive into our topic. Today's discussion will be "The Guilt is Killing Me on the Inside." And so, I have a young lady that's here, and she's going to express as far as what type of secret that she's been holding and why she's feeling guilty as of now. So everyone put your hands together and help me to welcome Taylor to the stage. Hey Taylor, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So you look great.
Thank you.
But based off of our topic, I don't know how you really feel. Express a little bit about this right here.
Well, I'm really feeling very nervous.
Okay.
Only because it's something I've been holding in for a while. And I mean, I expected for it to come out, but never like this. So I mean, it's new for me. It's different for me. And I just hope by the end of this, we can have understanding, forgiveness, and just all betterness.
So when you say never like this, are you referring to as far as just what on national television, or as far as, okay. Mm-hmm. So what made you want to do this as of now? I mean, were you really more afraid to say it in secret?
Well, I'm kind of afraid either way because this person was and is so close to me, okay. And we have this bond and friendship, and
okay.
When you have a bond with someone, you just never want to disappoint them. And it's just hard to know that the way they view you and how they see you may change.
Yeah.
And
yeah. So as of right now, I mean, she's here and she's backstage. She has no idea of what you're going to say. But let's just talk a little bit as far as about the history with both of you. And I mean, just fill me in on your life.
So I met her in high school, and my dad was in the military, so I've always traveled around schools a lot. Okay. And she was one of my first friends that I met at the last school I was at, my high school. And she was just different. She kind of stuck, and then we found out we were interested in the same college. So of course, like, why wouldn't I room with her? Okay. And
so let me stop you just for a moment. So when you talked about as far as rooming with her, I'm looking at this from a standpoint of you had gotten really, really close to be able to do that right there, because I know a number of people that are in position that they don't want to room with anyone. I mean, and so, I mean, you treated her, or you looked at her as a sister probably.
Yes, I did.
As a very close sister. And so your biggest fear today is that you feel like as if that she will not accept you anymore?
I just feel like after this, whether she forgives me or she hates me, I just know that it will never be the same, and that's my biggest fear.
How long have you been holding in a secret?
For about 2 years now.
For about 2 years. Okay. And so I'm going to have you to go ahead and express to us as far as what the storyline is, what took place. And then I'm going to stop you, and we'll probably go ahead and take a break in a little bit. But just go ahead and just give us a little bit of the story. You guys went to college.
Yeah, so as you know, in college, you're not always financially stable. You know, in college you go through your ups and downs, but we kind of figured out a little plan to budget and save money. We got jobs at various places, sometimes Walmart, you know, Amazon warehouses, anything that could help us get by.
Okay.
And we just began.
Were you making enough at that time?
At first we weren't.
Okay.
But we found a plan and just a way to budget and save money because, you know, when you first get to college, you want to have the college experience, the parties, and just having fun. You know, you're free of your parents. So we did all of that and also tried to save the money, and it just wasn't working for us at first. So we just came up with a budgeting plan and just a plan to make money and pay off because, I mean, at the end of the day, we're in school. Like, we want to have fun and stuff, but, like, we want an education. This was our life.
Okay.
So we found out a way to make the money, save the money.
Yeah, and so watch this. So because the fact that I know exactly what the secret is, I'm going to have you to express to the people even before you bring her out to express it. But you guys found a way to be able to do all of this. Everything was going pretty decent. Did you have financial support from family?
She did, but I really didn't.
You really didn't. And so would you say that that was kind of the issue, I mean, between both of you, because it was almost like as if that you were in college, but you were kind of beneath her, I mean, as far as always running short?
I mean, I guess you can look at it like that.
Okay.
I guess subconsciously, maybe that was the reason that I did what I did.
Okay. So now this guilt that you're holding in, I want you to go ahead and just express to our people first what that really is and what took place.
It's not something I'm proud of or something that I ever thought that I would even repeat on live TV, but basically we had made enough money. We thought that we were going to have to move out of our apartment. We stayed on an apartment off campus.
So you guys had got behind as far as on rent, and you were about to get ready to be evicted, and then somehow or another you came up with a plan as far as to be able to make the money back, to be able to get completely caught up. And from what you guys had turned in to me as far as for the story, it was about $2,500 that you needed. And you was pretty much there. So what went wrong?
Well, at the time, I was in love, or what I thought was love, and love can make you do crazy things, even dumb things that you will regret later, but... Okay,
so you did something based out of love with the money, from what you're telling me as of now. And I'm just gathering all this, you're saying that basically she doesn't know about it.
No.
Okay, and that's what's hurting you the most. Okay, and I'm going to be here with you to be able to hold your hand all the way through this right here. And I can understand now why you chose to be able to come to the show, just because of the fact that you want you really want the support as far as from the people, and you feel like as if that if you said it alone, you wouldn't have it, right? Okay. And so what you want her to do is just to still accept you for who you are.
Yes. Basically just accept my truth, and although it could have came out sooner or just a different way, I just want us to move past it if we can. Because after the whole college situation, we hadn't even talked for a while.
Okay.
So it's like I lost that sister, I lost that friend, and it's just been hurting me.
What were your grades like when you was in college?
I mean, mine were pretty average. Hers were really great. Really
so you were just, we'll just say maybe a 3.0, and hers was like a 4.0. And so that had you guys like, I mean, well, I'll put it like with her, you know, she was at the top. And so what were you going to school for?
Well, I was going to school for business, but I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I just knew that everyone in my life wanted me to go to college, so I kind of just went just to go. Okay,
so you were just going, and really probably more because of the fact that you had a close friend that was going as well.
Going to the same one.
And so it was just like, I know for a fact we got to get through basics, so let's just go ahead and do this as of now.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. And so this secret that we have as of right now, I'm going to let you go ahead and just continue your story, express with the audience about what it is, and then after that, then we're going to bring her out and see what she says about it.
So, at the time when we came up with the money, I was the one that was supposed to drop the money off and get it turned in so we wouldn't have to be kicked out. And instead, I used the money to bail my boyfriend out of prison.
Okay. Was it prison or jail? More of jail, huh?
Jail, yes.
Okay. And She never knew about this.
She never knew.
Okay.
For all she knew was that, well, I told her the money got stolen from me.
Okay. All right. That's a lot to be able to take in. I can see your sincerity with all of this as of now, and I believe you. And we're just going to try to help you to be able to figure out a way to be able to just be able to at least move past it. I don't know. I can't promise you that she's going to forgive you with this right here. I can discuss it with her. And I know that you really are looking for this right here. But we're going to take a commercial break. And when we take the commercial break and come back, then after that, we're going to go ahead and we'll bring out Ashley. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back once again. So we've been having a discussion about the guilt is killing me. And I've been standing here talking with Taylor, and she's been expressing to me about all of the drama that had went on inside of her past, and just really how she's been holding something in for so long and how she wants to be able to make it right on today. And so we have a friend that we said we was going to bring out. They were very, very close at one point. Some things occurred, and now they're not as close as what they used to be. Everyone put your hands together as we welcome out Ashley. So, how you been doing?
Pretty good, I guess.
Okay, so I know you're pretty much kind of just in the, like as far as the, like dumb space almost. You're just kind of confused, just not really knowing what you're here for. You know it's something.
Yeah, no one really told me anything.
Okay. And so by having you here on today, I want to express to you that it is more of a forgiveness thing, that she really wants to ask for forgiveness for something that she's been holding in for quite some time. And I know you may be wondering exactly what that is, but I want you to hear her out with it first, and we'll just go from there, okay?
Okay.
All righty. So she stated that you guys were in school together, you did college, and I guess some things occurred that didn't really work out, right? Yeah,
we got robbed of the money for the rent, so we had to pull out.
Okay. I'm gonna just go ahead and let you talk for just a little bit, Taylor, and just be honest with her.
Hey, Ashley.
Hi.
So, when was the last time you guys talked?
Maybe a year ago, or even longer than that.
Okay.
Maybe about 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
we see each other on like social media, but we don't talk much.
So it must have been pretty hard for you just to communicate?
I mean, she asked me to be here, and we've known each other since high school. So, I mean, even though we don't talk a lot, I'll still do whatever I can.
Okay. Go ahead.
Well, what I'm about to say, I just don't want it to change your view on me. Because if I could go back in time and just change anything about what happened, I would. So, do you remember when I said the money got robbed from me?
Yeah.
I actually used it to bail Michael out of jail.
And Michael was?
My boyfriend at the time.
So that means you guys are not even together as of now. Okay.
And I know how it sounds. I never meant to ruin your life. I never meant to ruin my life. I just want your forgiveness most of all.
Is this a joke?
Huh?
Is this a joke?
No, she's quite serious about all of it. I mean, she's really, this is what we do. I mean, people come here to the show to be able to express certain things, and
No, are you kidding me right now? You ruined, I had a 4.0. That doesn't just fall from the sky, Taylor. Seriously, and over Michael, you guys aren't even together anymore. You had a boyfriend every day of the week. What is wrong? Did you not think that was okay?
I'm sorry, I just...
No, you're not sorry. If you were sorry, you wouldn't have done it. You ruined my life. I can't go to school anymore. I can't do anything. I work at a hotel now. That was never supposed to happen.
I just brought you here so we can get an understanding.
No.
I never meant for
No,
any of this
I
to
can't even do
happen.
this.
No, come back, have a seat. Just have a seat for a moment. But she's really trying to come to she wants closure with this. I mean, does that make sense?
I don't have closure. How is that fair?
I understand how it sounds. I understand how it is. Just know that if things could have went differently, they would have. You're like my sister.
No,
I don't want to.
How can I believe that? I always knew you were selfish, but I never thought you'd even do this to me.
Selfish?
Selfish.
I'm selfish enough to come on here and tell you the truth so we can reconcile and just be.
You're telling me on a talk show. If you really cared about me, you would have called me and just told me.
But she said you guys hadn't spoken in a number of years. Like, I mean, it's been over a year at
She
least.
found me to do this.
I'm going to tell you something. I did share with her. I think it was more for moral support, that she felt like as if that we could be here as far as for the support. I mean, does that make sense?
You ruined my life.
I'm so sorry.
Over Michael.
I'm sorry. I don't.
What's wrong with you?
I think a lot of it had to do as far as with her being a lot younger at the time, just making. I mean, people making just dumb decisions, and that was one of these type of things. And so, do you think that you can ever find it inside of your heart to be able to forgive her for something like this right here?
I can't.
You what?
I can't. How am I supposed to forgive her?
Well, I mean, this is the thing. It's not too late for you guys to be able to start all over.
We can't start over from this.
I mean, I'm talking about even just for your career, for what you were going to school for. Does that make sense?
Oh, it's too late. Lost all the momentum. It's too late.
Okay. Well, I'll put it like this. We have some things in place as of now, even for our show, where we help people that are in your situation if you have a desire to be able to do something. I mean, I feel like it's never too late. That's my personal thought about something like this right here. Now, as far as pertaining to both of you, if you're going to ever be able to just come back together again, and I mean, I know things may never be like they once were. I know it was a pretty big pill to be able to swallow. I know it was a big thing for you to be able to come here and just be on the show as of today. And this is one of the reasons why, because when I found out and I knew exactly what this topic was, I had made a statement. I said, I don't normally do this right here. This is probably the only show that I've done this in this whole season where I chose to sit between two people that classified themselves as friends. But I just didn't want any violence or anything like that. I mean, because you're pretty heated currently as of right now. I mean, I can see it. I mean, you look like as if you're finna cry. What were you gonna say?
I just want your forgiveness. You're like a sister to me, and I never want
Stop.
it to happen. I'm just sorry.
No.
The least I want is your forgiveness, please.
You don't see it. No type of way that you could do anything to be able to, I guess, even try to begin. What about counseling? What about something like that? If we was to get you guys set up with a program.
I don't want anything to do with her.
So you just want to cut ties with all of this? I mean, just forget all history, anything that you guys have had down through the years. You want to dismiss everything and just exit her out of your life. I mean, it's a lot to say that I'm erasing, but think about it for a moment. I mean, is that what you're really saying that you really want? You think about that. She doesn't sound like as if that she wants that. She sounds like as if that she wants to keep you still connected in her life. I mean, say something.
I don't see that ever happening.
And you're saying you're residing in a hotel currently as of right now?
I work at the front desk.
But even if we could be able to help you come up with a plan to be able to get assistance. What are your thoughts with having something like that? I mean, you got to first.
Maybe.
Okay. I mean, I'm just asking. I'm just saying you got to first want to accept the help before we can move forward to do anything with that right there. And so, I mean, I understand what she's saying. I feel like as if that you understand what she's saying as well, but it may take some time as far as with this, and I want to express that with you as well. With where she is as of right now within herself, I mean, it may take several years. I've seen times that people deal with things inside, and sometimes they never get over it. But if they do, I mean, it doesn't mean it's going to necessarily happen overnight. And I want you to understand and just realize that right there. Mm-hmm. But one thing that you did do, Taylor, is that you took the big step to be able to come out here and to be able to be a part of the show and just to be able to express to her how you're really feeling about all of this as of now. And you want to make it right.
I just want to make it right.
And you have to understand, even if she doesn't choose to forgive you right now, it doesn't mean it's never going to happen. Even if she doesn't choose to forgive you right now, you've already chosen to be able to open that door and say that I was wrong, I messed up, I did this, and this is where we are as of right now. So what we're going to do, because I can tell that it's a little heated inside of here, is we're going to take a commercial break. And when we come back from that commercial break, then I will give you guys just the last final words. We'll ask just a couple more questions about where we're going from here to be able to build for the future. And just try to get past it and move on from there. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back once again. We have been having a discussion about the guilt that's been killing her on the inside. And so Taylor has expressed so much on today pertaining to just her guilty conscience, and she felt like as if that this would be the perfect time and place to be able to come and just release it all. So what would be some of the final words that you would like to be able to express, if you could leave anything even with our audience on today?
I just want to say that never get caught up in someone else, that you lose sight of not only yourself, but the people who are truly there from you from the beginning. Mm-hmm. The people who truly care about you. Because those are bonds that, if once broken, they can probably never be healed again. And it's just sad to see things like that break.
Okay. And Ashley, what would you like to be able to leave? And I want you to talk to her, because you hadn't really, I mean, you didn't really do it a whole lot earlier. You was more angry. I know you still are, but if you could leave anything with her right now.
You were my best friend, and you betrayed me for nothing. How am I supposed to live with that? College aside, I trusted you. Because that was one-sided.
Do you feel like if it was a lot less money that it wouldn't be as serious as of right now? Let's say if it went from $2,500 down to maybe if it was $100.
It's not about the money, it's about the dreams we had.
Okay.
And all those got taken away.
Okay, okay. So why are you so angry? I mean, I know, but it seems like it's something deeper. I mean, even after we discussed it, she apologized to you, and I mean, you're still shaking with all of this.
You know, I always just thought, like, maybe it was fate, you know? Maybe we weren't even supposed to be in school because, you know, everything we tried, everything kept falling apart. So maybe we should just try something else. But now I figure out it was her all along, and she ruined everything.
Okay.
But I brought you here to fix it. He has
doesn't fix
programs
it.
we can go to and
We
and
never
get
would have had
back.
to be here.
Okay. So you're really not willing to accept none of this.
Would really have to think about it.
Okay. Okay. Like I said, I mean, it may take time. I don't know. I don't know exactly how long something like this right here may take, but I feel like that we can begin the healing process. And there are some things that I'll discuss with both of you, even off camera, that we can just try to be able to help you to be able to move past with all of this as of right now. And I'm going to follow up with you. I'll discuss more probably with you because you're the one that's dealing with it. And I want to be able to help you be able to get to the meat of all this, because I still see, I can see it now. I mean, there's something that you're not fully releasing. I don't know if it was a promise that maybe you had made to someone. I don't know if it was finances that maybe somebody else is hanging over your head that they, or if it was guilt that they said that, hey, well, we're going to look at you as, they maybe leveled you at a lower level, and you wanted to prove that there was something to prove to somebody. I don't know exactly what it is, but I can see it in your eyes. I mean, it's something a little bit deeper than what you've shown, than what you've stated here on the show on today. And I can tell that, I mean, even with the cameras and everything, that's a big thing for you. You stated that the telephone call would have been probably the best option to be able to do it. She feared that more, is that right? Than just doing that right there. You probably would have just hung up if you wouldn't have been on this show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So are you appreciative of? Go ahead.
I would have rather the call.
So are you
At
appreciative
least-
of all? Are you appreciative of all that you guys are here on the show today?
No, not for this reason.
Okay. Okay. So it's nothing really against us. It's just the situation.
Absolutely.
Everything that occurred. Okay. All right.
Is there no way you could possibly find it in your heart to, we don't even have to be friends just to forgive me? I've been holding this on my heart for so long, and all I ask is for your forgiveness, at least.
I don't see how. Maybe one day, but not anytime soon.
Okay. All right. I can see where we're going with it. All right. So we're going to take one last commercial break. And when we come back, I'll give my closing remarks about the entire topic. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back once again. Today we've been having a discussion about the guilt is killing me on the inside. And I can definitely understand your side of it and how you really felt about just holding something in for so long with all of this, Taylor. And I can also understand your side, Ashley. I know that this right here is going to be hard, but she stated to you just a moment ago, before we went to commercial break, that it's a possibility. I mean, that's all you really have to be able to go off of as of right now. And I mean, you did the right thing. I can see how you really want things to be able to be reconnected, but I mean, you have to accept the fact that you did make a major mistake and that you're owning up to it as of right now, and that whatever was done pretty much in the past, we're not going to be able to go back to that ever again. All you can do is be able to build from it, learn from it, move on, and just keep going. But for her to be able to come and just sit and be able to talk today, I know it took great strength and courage, because you was walking in completely, totally blind, and you didn't know what we were going to say or anything like that. I want to thank both of you for coming to be able just to be here on the show and just expressing yourselves. And I know that it was rough as far as for you just to lay this right here out. It was rough for you to be able to receive it as well. But like I said, once again, we thank you for coming to be a part of Dr. Ollie Show. If you do desire any assistance or just moving forward as far as just direction of anything like that right there, I want you to know that we're here for you, okay? I want you to understand that. I want both of you to see that. And it's like I said, it's never too late to be able to do this. That's for anybody that is watching, even by camera as of right now. It's never too late for you to be able to, until you're dead, to be able to just to start all over again. So until next time, let's talk, let's listen, and let's love. Thank you, and God bless.